Okay, this is Johnny Boy Boxing at Fight Hype. I'm here with an exciting fighter, Vito Mielnicki. How are you, champ?
Hey, I'm doing good. Having a great training camp so far down in Houston. Great sparring, working with Ronnie Shields. Just excited to get in the ring June 21st.
Absolutely, man. I was down there in Houston with you and Ronnie. I saw how hard you train. You gave me a
Yes,
nice
sir.
shirt. I had to support and wear my shirt.
Yes, sir. I
Yeah,
appreciate you.
definitely. No, you got it. You got it. But talk to me about your opponent, Kamil Gardzielik. It's kind of hard. I don't want to butcher his name, but talk to me about this fighter. What are some of the dangers that he brings into this matchup with you?
Yeah, he's got a deep amateur background. He was a part of the Polish team. Just he could fight. He could box. He could go to the inside. He's really an all around really good fighter. So he's 19-0 for a reason. He knows how to win. And although his fights were all over on the other like on the other side of the pond, like in Poland and all that, he's been in some tough fights as well, and he's passed all the tests. So he's in this position for a reason. And yeah, I'm excited for this tough challenge on June 21st, but I'm also ready to handle business.
Definitely. And you feel that this is one of the toughest fights of your career, or
Yeah, for sure. That's my goal is every fight just keep leveling up, tougher fights. And that's I feel like since a few years, like probably like 2 years ago, I've been like slowly like leveling up, taking tougher fights, and just that's what I want to do. I want to just keep growing, keep taking tougher fights, and keep passing these tests like I'm supposed to.
are you thinking about fighting sometime again after this fight at the end of the year, or how many times would you like to fight this year?
Yeah, for sure. I would like to get another one in before the end of the year, probably two, maybe two, hopefully, if I can. We'll see though. God willing, I come out of this fight, no injuries, unscathed, victorious, and yeah, I would love obviously to stay as busy as possible. Um, but I'm also excited. I haven't actually had a summer where I haven't been in training camp. Usually I'm fighting at the end of the summer, midsummer. So to be able to spend some time with my family, hopefully after this, God willing, I'll be able to enjoy some time with them in the nice weather in Jersey.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, you need that. You need the beach, that Jersey Shore,
Yeah, for
some of
sure.
that family time and some downtime before you go into another big fight. Now,
Definitely.
the 154-pound division is very stacked. Xander Zayas is getting a title shot, the WBO championship, I believe, July 26th at Madison Square Garden. You and I spoke about you facing him. I mean, you guys even spoke to each other about facing each other, so friends are friends. But in this business, like with Keyshawn and Shakur, they say they're friends, they won't get it on. You guys would definitely get it on, right? If you get a shot at Xander.
Yeah, for sure. This is my second fight at 160 now. So
Oh,
but he's
okay.
at 154 still. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, I mean, business is business at the end of the day. And I'm excited to take on all the toughest fights. Like as my career goes, that's the goal to maximize my potential in this sport. And knowing that he's one of the top guys at 54, I know he'll eventually move up to 160. He's a pretty big kid as well. So if that fight comes, it comes. I know a lot of people have been asking, "Yo, you've been calling out Xander, been calling you out. When's the fight happening?"
Yeah,
Yeah, boxing's a tough business. Guys move up, down, and weight. Certain situations don't work, and we're with the same company though, so that's a plus. So, but God willing, hopefully that fight happens down the line. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm excited. He has a great family. He's a great kid as well. Great person. We were in the Olympic Training Center together, so being able to know somebody like him for a while, seeing him do his thing, it's cool for sure.
definitely. So you wouldn't be, would you ever go back down to 154 or they're just you're at 160, you just feel comfortable there?
Yeah, I'm at 160. So
Okay.
this is my weight now, 160. 154, those last like 6 pounds were starting to like really, I feel like negatively affect me going into the fight rather than helping me with like that little bit of size advantage that people so called say it is. But yeah, I feel like now I'm at 160. I feel strong. I feel healthier. And yeah, I'm excited for this journey.
Definitely. And what do you think about the champions at 160? Arislanda Laura. Who would you like to face there if you can get a title shot?
Yeah, there's a lot of it's like a under the radar kind of division. A lot of tough fighters.
Okay.
Jana Beck, Lara. There's a few good fights on this Prime Video card. Kyron Davis, who I know well, versus who's he fighting? Yo Hernandez, the Cuban, rated number one in the WBA. So there's a lot of good fighters out at 160. Um, Man, like I said, there's a lot of good talent, a lot of good fighters. But as I grow in this fight, I'm actually, I think it's sanctioned by four of the sanctioning bodies for this fight that could rank me across the top 10 in 160. So, um, yeah, whatever opportunity presents itself after this, it does. And then, but most importantly, I'm focused on Kamil Gardzielik at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. Now, I don't know if you've been following, switching gears just a little bit. Turkey Al Sheikh, he's been involved in the Fatal Fury event. Now, so many things he's involved in with right now. But Teofimo Lopez and him are in the news. He's getting a little crazy with Turkey. What do you think about his situation with Turkey calling him a dictator and all the things that's going on between the both of them?
Turkey was calling Teofimo a dictator.
No, Teofimo called Turkey a dictator,
Oh, I
and
was gonna
he
say,
got
yeah.
fired.
So
And he got fired by Turkey. Now he's going to Floyd Mayweather. What do you do? Do you think Turkey's good for boxing? He's bringing us the best fights, but what do you think? What's your opinion about it?
for
Would you
sure,
like
I
to work with
mean,
Turkey?
yeah, listen, Turkey's taking care of fighters as well, and that's a plus. I mean, fighters in the past haven't been getting compensated as they have been, with Turkey now being in the sport. And as a fighter, I mean, obviously we fight for the belts, we fight for legacy, but also at the same time we're putting our life on the line every time we step in there to secure generational wealth for our families. And for him to be doing this, compensating these fighters the way he is, it's cool to see, and at the same time, obviously, that's going to make the bigger fights happen because these guys are willing to fight each other for the right money. And I think he's doing great things for the sport. Teofimo is a great fighter in himself, and listen, they're both great at what they're doing. Teofimo obviously could be a little crazy, but I feel like at the same time he's just selling it. He's selling himself, maybe not the right ways, but at times. But I know Teofimo, he's a cool dude, so he's a great fighter.
Okay, okay. Now we got a big fight with Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford, but before we get into that, Eddie Reynoso's fighter Jaime Munguia tested positive for PEDs. Almost a lot of his fighters have tested positive for PEDs. What do you feel about Eddie Reynoso? What do you think about that whole situation? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, man, I really don't have a comment on that. It's just I'm a clean fighter, so um it's just unfortunate to see that many guys from the same training camp coming out popping positive, like, you know what I mean? So, and the legacy that the Canelo team has, I mean, it's unfortunate again to see more like things diminishing, slowly diminishing it because, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, the same trainer having the same problem with a few fighters. It takes nothing away from what Canelo's done in the sport, what Eddie Reynoso has done in the sport, but I just think it's unfortunate and it's a shame. Hopefully, did they do his next sample yet? His B sample?
I'm not sure yet. I haven't. I don't know if they did the
So
B
yeah, I
sample yet.
mean, it's what is it, clenbuterol?
That's what I've heard, but
Yeah,
I'm not
I
really
saw
sure.
Jamal talking about it, so that's what I
Okay.
figured. So, yeah, I mean it's unfortunate. I saw a few memes online. It was like Canelo's team was like the Juice Crew or something. It's like it's a shame to see that, but at the same time, you also want boxing to be a clean sport, and I'm happy that they're on top of it, seeing that these some guys are actually taking some of these PEDs.
Definitely. I heard that Canelo's not going to be tested for the Terrence Crawford fight. What do you feel about that? Should he be tested now that this has just popped up? This is a super fight. Terrence Crawford is moving up two weight divisions, actually six weight divisions if you start from 135. And
Definitely.
it is dangerous. Fighters can die in this ring. This isn't football. You don't play football. You don't play basketball. You can't play boxing. This is a
You
dangerous
sure they're
sport.
not doing any drug tests?
I've heard that Canelo they weren't doing drug tests. What do you feel? Do you think they should be mandatory for Canelo to take a drug test?
I think every fight, like especially
Yeah.
these upper echelon fights, should all be mandatory. I mean, you look at any other sport, these guys are gonna be randomly drug tested
Yes.
randomly in the off season, in regular season, whatever it may be, playoffs. So, and this being one of the biggest fights in boxing, this should be definitely, I guess, tested through camp, before the fight, after the fight. I mean, that's what I would assume. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
surprised, obviously, that Terrence. I mean, Terrence is a dog. I don't like but at the same time, like you want to be on even playing field. So,
Yes.
um, and Terrence is a clean fighter. He works his ass off, and I'm surprised that they're not doing any drug testing. I'd be surprised if they don't. I really would.
Yeah, definitely. But this makes me think of Oscar De La Hoya and Fernando Vargas. You were probably really, really young. But
Yeah.
Fernando Vargas came up dirty for steroids, and Oscar was able to beat him with the steroids. He had a
Yeah.
jacked body at the weigh-in. He was so cut up that they said something is off because he never looks this cut up. So if he
Hmm.
was able to beat the monster, what do you think about? You think first of all, let's talk about what do you think of Crawford? They're both clean fighters. Does Crawford beat Canelo Alvarez? And if he does, how does he do it?
I think it's a great fight. I think Crawford has great skills. I think he's a dog, but I think this fight he's gonna have to fight more like skillfully. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it does look like Canelo maybe slowing down a little bit. I mean, he's getting up there. He's accomplished everything that a fighter can accomplish in the sport. And honestly, Canelo really could have retired years ago. You know what I mean? And for him to be doing what he's doing now, still at the highest level, still be in the face of boxing, it's special. And to be able to see an athlete perform at this level at this late in his career is cool too. So I think it's a great fight. It's a great fight for the fans. I think I've always said, like, I always take the great bigger man over the great smaller man. But I mean, Terrence he's a special talent, special fighter, so you can't count him out. And I truly think it's a 60-40, 55-45 fight, to be honest.
Yeah, I think most people would agree with that. But a lot of people, because of the face-off between Terrence Crawford and Canelo, he was bigger than him. So now the odds are changing in Vegas. The numbers are
Yeah,
going wrong. But
yeah.
based off of Terrence Crawford's performance against Madrimov, what did you think about that performance at 154? Him getting his feet wet there.
Yeah, I mean, it. Listen, styles make fights at the end of the day. Madrimov, he's a tough competitor, tough fighter, and a tough style to face against. Obviously, Virgil Ortiz maybe have made it look otherwise, but Virgil Ortiz fights way different rather than what Terrence Crawford fights. And I mean, Terrence passed the test. I mean, it's not like he still won. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe it been tougher than people thought it was going to be. But Madrimov doesn't fight like Canelo, and Canelo doesn't fight like Madrimov. So I mean,
Yeah,
styles make fights at the end of the day, and I'm excited to just, like you said, see Turkey putting these fights on, and honestly, like to see him like just start taking the mic from people, like on the stage, like calling people on the phone while they're on the mic and putting them on the mic, like he's changing the game. But I mean, I guess money talks. You know what I mean? At the end of the day.
definitely, man. Well, Vito, man, we appreciate your time. Thank you for joining us at Fight Hype. Make sure to tell Ronnie Johnny Boy said hi, and I'll be out there in Houston to come see
Will
you
do,
guys soon.
will do, brother. I appreciate you having me.
All right, you already know, man. We'll
Yes,
talk off
sir.
camera. You got it. Johnny Boy Boxing Fight
Yes,
Hype.
sir.